Hey guys, I am 19, 18, like 3 days, 4 days post-op. Um, yeah, I'm all bandaged up. Honestly, the first 2 days were pretty bad. I don't handle pain medicine very well, and I was kind of expecting that. But I was super nauseous and I was throwing everything up. Um, I finally decided on Saturday night that I wasn't going to take the pain meds anymore. I kind of just stopped. Um, the pain is not terrible, but I'm glad that yesterday I got some Tylenol. It helped a little bit. Um, Today's the first day that I was actually able to put on my own shirt, kind of. I can't lift my hands above here. Um, it's pretty exciting. This binder, though, it sucks. It is the worst. It's the worst part. It cuts under my armpits there. Just crap popping out of it. It's really hard to breathe, so if I sound funny, I'm sorry. But I'm super excited. It's finally happening and the worst parts are over, I hope. Um, my homie Caden actually brought me this scar treatment that he made himself and some peppermint oil, which is helping ridiculously with the nausea. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. I go Tuesday to get this off, hopefully, and the stitches removed from my nipple grafts. Um, as far as the whole experience, shut up. I'm sure all of you that follow me on Tumblr saw how anxious and nervous I was for the past however long. Um, One of the biggest fears I had was actually the IV, and I told her that, and when she put it in, it was fine. Like, it barely hurt. Um, it hurt less than getting my blood taken, so that was awesome. Another big fear of mine was actually falling asleep, and the coolest part was, okay, she puts my IV in, does all this stuff. Dr. Crane comes in, takes off my gown to mark me up, and as you can see, there's one down the middle for symmetry. Then there are two lines that went like right here, that show like where he was going to cut, and basically he kind of finds where like the breast tissue ends in a way, and it just goes bloop. And then I'm pretty sure he just sews right there. Then he had me put my hands on my hips and flex my pecs, and he marked those off so that he could, make it all look good. But after that happened, the anesthesiologist comes in and tells me it's time for surgery, and she walks with me into the room. It was kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. The surgery room was a little bit overwhelming. It kind of looked like a space pod. It wasn't terrible though. I mean, I was just so pumped to get it done, and I was trying not to think about all the scary stuff. Um, all I remember is walking in there and seeing the table I was gonna lay on. There was a super warm blanket laying down on the table. They already had this binder underneath, so they just positioned me on top of it, so once they were done, they could just close it. Um, and I lay down, and there's this crazy, like, space blanket thing on me. It was like those air things that you pack, and not like the popping stuff, but like they're like bigger. They look like pillows, but it was just like this huge plastic blanket that was just like these air pillows on top of me, and it was nuts. And then she puts on these things on my ankles, which I'm assuming was to help with circulation. But she's like, "Yep, these are just gonna massage you during surgery." And I'm like, "Am I at a spa or am I getting surgery?" And it was awesome. That's the last thing I remember. They felt great. It was nice and warm, and everything was like squeezing. And then she was like, "Hey, so I'm gonna give you some good stuff now, so that you don't feel anything." And I was like, "All right." And then boom, like that was it. And it wasn't like she put a mask on me, which I was super worried for, because I never at any point remember them having a mask on my face, which is great. When I got my tonsils out, I got super claustrophobic and started freaking out when I was waking up, trying to get it off. That didn't happen this time, so that was really cool. Um, Shoot, sorry, it's really hard to breathe. Um, I woke up and literally the second they saw my eyes open, they're like, "Oh, hey Charlie, how are you?" I'm like, it doesn't feel too great. I mean, I was in excruciating pain, but it hurt a little bit. And they gave me like another thing in my IV, and then they're like, "All right," and they went and got my stuff out of my locker, took the IV out, put on some clothes, and they're like, "All right, your girlfriend's pulling the car around." I was like, "Wait, what? Like already? Like what happened?" um, but it was awesome. I was home by like 12 o'clock, if not earlier than that. Slept pretty much the rest of the day. Um, and then, here I am. I'm still a little bit out of it, I feel like, but I don't know why, because I'm not on any like real pain meds. But I'm getting pretty restless. It's getting really hard to sleep because of this. My back is killing me. But honestly, overall, my experience with Dr. Crane was awesome. He's a fantastic surgeon, and hopefully, it all turns out pretty well. But yeah, I will do my reveal video on Tuesday, and hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, have a great day, everyone.